So as soon as I say that, she starts, saying like, what's going on, huh? And then she throws the car in reverse and starts backing out. And I'm like, maybe we should stay here to talk about it. She's like, oh no, we got to go meet my friends for this match or for this, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? So then she starts driving pretty mad. She's angry, and she's driving and she's like asking me what I want to talk about. And this completely derails my whole, what I had planned to say, I'm being kidnapped here.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Life's Casinos. So, Professor Salt, Exes.
Howdy.
You
Yep.
have many,
the
don't
letter
you?
of the alphabet. Oh, yep.
You sure do. So, you have many of those, right?
Yep.
And
probably...
just as many crazy exes, right? Maybe not as many as me, though. I might as well be a war veteran when it comes to that.
Yeah, for real. Get the 1,000 yard stare every time you see a girl walk by.
Yeah,
that Vietnam look.
Yeah, you're right. The girl just says hello to me, and I instantly start having PTSD.
Start getting the shakes.
Yeah.
Some people are scared of fireworks. You're scared of women.
Yeah, 100%. But you have a pretty funny story, though, you wanted to share with us all, since we're doing a good story time. We're doing a story time video.
Story time, guys. Yep. Yeah, I mean, okay, so, yeah, it wasn't funny at the time, but, yeah, it was a sophomore year of college, and I met this girl in my communications class, not speech class, which we took together. I don't know, she was nice, I guess, at first. Kind of weird, because she was from Bumpkinville. And
I thought she was from Ghettoville. Did you say she was from the T-Town?
Yes, I think. But isn't that like more Bumpkinville and Ghetto, and then like a wombo combo?
I guess it could be. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
I mean, you really get the worst of both worlds out there. There's just nothing.
Yeah, you're sure right. It's just meth and drugs, as the eyes could see, and farmland.
Yeah, for real. And territory wars over whose hunting land is whose.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, which is actually that town was about an hour away, which is relevant later on. But anyways, yeah, communications class. Yeah, so we met in class and we sat next to each other, we started talking and we were like hanging out for, I'd say maybe 2 months, 3 months, something like that. Not super long. We would just hang out after class, and I think we went out a couple times, nothing serious. But, she's kind of weird, and it just wasn't passing
How
my
was
life.
she weird, though?
She would just do, like, little things to annoy me. I don't even remember what it was specifically.
Wow, she asked you if she was a bug. Would you still love her?
If I turned into a worm right now,
would you still make out love with me?
Yeah, for real. No, not like stuff like that. I think what bothered me was her dad was a cop, and so because of that, she felt like she was a cop, I guess, in the sense that she felt like she had the capabilities of her dad. Because I remember she would hype herself up so much about being able... I mean, this isn't why I broke up with her, but
was she the boss
weird
bitch mentality?
A little, yeah. But she was, like, tiny. And she would swear up and down that she could, like, take down pretty much anybody. Like,
oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. I remember her saying that, she could put her dad in a chokehold, and, like, people down the street, she'd be like, oh, yeah, I could totally beat him up. And, like, full-on seriousness. It wasn't a joke. And she was just kind of weird. I don't know. Nothing wrong with her. Like
Called
I said,
cringy. It seems more cringy than anything else.
Yeah, I remember asking her one time, like, do you really think you can take them out? She's like, oh, yeah, for sure. No, they wouldn't stand a chance. Like, yeah, I could beat their asses, basically. And she was like 4 foot, 100 pounds. I'm like, I don't know, man. That guy's got a 6-pack and he's currently benching 500 pounds. Are you sure about that? So yeah, anyway, she was just kind of weird and had a weird mentality, I guess, about some things. And again, nothing wrong with her. Just wasn't passing the vibe check for me. So the issue was, once I had decided, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, she lived an hour away, and I only ever saw her in class or if she was staying the night at her friend's house in town.
Oh,
So,
that's right. She didn't live on campus. That's right.
yeah, she lived an hour away and she commuted every day for class.
Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, this was the whole dilemma. So the semester was ending anyway, so I wouldn't have to see her in class. Thank God. Oh, but then the dilemma is, do I call her down there just to break up with her, make her drive an hour? I mean, I sure wasn't going to drive up there to do it.
Oh yeah, you weren't going to do the noble thing. You were going to tell her to come here or just do the stereotypical texting.
Yeah, for real. Or yeah, that was my other option, was to text her and...
You weren't going to be noble.
Hey, no. I didn't. That was my last resort, was the texting. But I also didn't want to make her drive an hour just to, like, end it, you know? Then she has a depressing drive back, I guess. You know, I'm not heartless like some people over here in this casino.
I don't know who you're talking about. What, the freaking sign? You
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
Yu-Gi over there? I mean...
Talking about the Among Us in the background.
Oh,
On the
okay, yeah,
TV.
that makes sense.
But yeah, so we would play D&D with some of her friends, and they the one guy was a DM. He loved to do it. He was really good at it, and he started a campaign with us all. Which, for those of you who don't know, D&D is a huge time sink, and it's scheduling. You got to get everybody together. It's not easy to do. You have to plan it. So
Yeah, we've done it before.
yeah, and it's a lot of planning, right?
Oh yeah.
And if somebody bails out, it kind of ruins things.
Yeah, it kind of derails the whole thing.
Yeah. So that was another thing. We had a campaign going. We'd met like maybe 1 or 2 times. But in any case, at the end of the semester, she's coming down to come play D&D, and she's going to stay the night at her friend's. And I'm like, okay, well, I either do it now or I'm just going to have to text her. And I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to be that guy. So she comes to pick me up from my dorm so we can go over there and start playing. And I get in her car and I'm like, hey, you know, I think we need to talk. And then she just instantly gets really mad. And it's just like, what do you want to talk about, huh? And because I mean, I guess things have been weird. I don't know. I hadn't really been talking to her too much.
Yeah, I was about to say, I could have sworn you were just ghosting her the whole time, and then the first thing you say to her is, yeah, we need to talk right now.
No, I didn't. I didn't ghost her, but I mean,
well, I know you weren't
obviously
texting her well. I know that.
Yeah, probably.
That slow
Probably.
curve ahead was definitely coming to her.
Yeah, there were signs for sure. So I'm in her car, and you know, I say that, and she just gets angry. Like I said, you know, she has that mentality of she can take on anything, and she's Billy Badass. So
Boss bitch, I'm a boss bitch.
yeah, for real. Which nothing wrong with it. Just wasn't passing the vibe check. So
Naturally.
so as soon as I say that, she starts, you know, saying like, what's going on, huh? And then she throws the car in reverse and starts backing out. And I'm like, maybe we should stay here to talk about it. She's like, oh no, we got to go meet my friends for this match or for this, you know, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? So then she starts driving pretty mad. She's angry, you know, and she's driving and she's like asking me what I want to talk about. And this completely derails my whole what I had planned to say. You know, I'm being kidnapped here, being driven like 90 down the highway, she's bobbing and weaving through traffic, and then I'm just trying to get it on. Like, I just, not really feeling it anymore. And she's like, oh, well, why is that, huh? What's going on? And she's being very like combative and aggressive, and this is not at all how I was expecting it to go down.
Yeah, you were expecting the waterworks, not her being combative.
I didn't expect the fury. Yeah, I also didn't expect her to be driving with all road rage. Freaking cause a 9-car pile up with me in it. So eventually, I get the point across, like, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. Right around the time we pull up to her friend's house, because it wasn't very far from the campus. And she is livid. She walks in, slams the door, and runs to the back, and then slams the other door. And then all of her friends are sitting in the living room, and she does all that. They watch her go on the back and slam the door. Then they all turn and look at me. They're like, what'd you do to her? And I don't know these people. I've met them like twice. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm just in their house, and they're all just looking at me. And, I didn't know what to say. Just be like, yeah, I tried to break up with her, or like what? And I just kind of shrugged and was like, I don't know. And, her like closest friend went back there and talked to her or whatever. And then they came out, and then her friend was mad at me. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Of course, man.
Yeah. I was like, I did not. This is going way worse than I thought it was.
Yeah.
And then her friend comes out and is like, oh, well, what's the deal? Like, are you going to break up with her or what? And then, I'm in the middle of everybody.
Oh, gosh.
Everybody's looking at me.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I just wanted to talk. And then she was like, okay, so are you leaving or are we going to play? And it's like, first of all, I have no way to leave.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Yeah. So I don't know what I said. I'm sure I was just like, oh no. Yeah. Then I got the shakes. I got the Vietnam shakes like you get.
Yeah, you got shell shocked after that.
Yeah, for real. And then basically I was just like, oh no, things are good. I just wanted to talk. And then we play. And then the DM guy was like, okay, so like we playing or what? Yeah, because this guy, while they were in the back talking, this guy was talking about like character builds and like how he's been planning out the campaign. Like he was excited, he didn't care. So I was talking to him, which I'm glad he was, because that definitely helped break like the awkward silence.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, we played the campaign, and it was horrible. It was terribly awkward. I offered nothing, essentially. And then she drove me home, and then I ghosted her.
Oh, I was thinking someone else drove you home.
Nah, she took me home. I wasn't going to try to have the conversation again. I saw how that went the first time while she was driving. So, yeah, she dropped me off, and I was just like, yeah, I'll see you later. And then I, like, ran to my dorm room. And then she texted me, like, I think it was a month later. I basically just ghosted her. And, I mean, I think I saw her in class once for the finals. And she was, we basically just said, hey, what's up? Essentially, those kinds of conversations, how are you doing? Yeah. Superficial. And then she texted me and was like, yeah, I don't think this is going to work. And I was like, yeah, no shit. You think? And then, yep, that was it. Then I went back home for Christmas break.
A single man.
Yep. I lost one of my 9 lives, though, for sure.
It's alright, man. I've lost so many of mine.
Yeah. Yep. It's the story of how I got kidnapped on my way to a D&D campaign.
Yeah, of all things, man. Did you ever keep track? Did you ever keep tabs with any of her friends? Or was that it?
Actually, her cousin is my now girlfriend's her cousin is my now girlfriend's best friend's roommate. So when that cousin got married, she was at the wedding. The ex. Yeah, and we were like at the head table and stuff with her because we were pretty close with her, the cousin. Way years later. So my ex wasn't. She was at the table by herself. I was like, dang.
Oh, she didn't have a boyfriend or anything?
Oh, actually, I think she did. Some like nerdy ginger guy.
Oh, was he fat?
No, he's just stereotypical nerdy ginger guy.
Skinny, lanky guy. Well, every time I see a ginger, they're usually overweight.
Oh no, he was.
I'm being biased here, everyone.
Yeah, you're racist against gingers.
Yeah, you're right.
I only talk to people with souls, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, so she wasn't fully alone, okay. I was about to say, man, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, no, she wasn't. I mean, she looked better. I had seen her on campus after that, like a year or two later, and she looked rough.
Yeah, I remember you pointing her out because we were eating in that cafeteria.
Yeah. I hadn't seen her in a long time.
I know one thing, all roads meet at that cafeteria. Remember how you met that other chick?
Yeah. I was wondering if that was going to get brought up. Jesus, I am not going to get into that one.
Oh, man. Jeez. Talk about wide Putin, am I right? If you remember that meme, I doubt you do since you didn't laugh.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
Putin's already white.
No, not white. Wide.
Oh, wide Putin? Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Not white. Man.
Well, are you gonna tell your Crazy Ex story?
Which one do you want, man? I mean, we got so many.
What about the first one?
Really, I mean, what is there really to say about her? I can't really remember what all happened.
Well, there was the ultimate ultimatum.
Oh, that's right. Whenever we were dating, me and this girl, it was okay, but she wanted to spend, like, every waking second together. And that's not bad, but the thing is that we were all about to graduate, and we were already spending all of our time together, because I would go to her tutoring sessions, because I used to tutor as well, and then, after that, I would go hang out at her house. But the thing is, like, she had to study, and I had to study.
Together too, right?
Yeah, but we never really met for that.
Oh.
I don't really count that.
Oh.
And anyway, the thing is that I can't really focus whenever I study. If I'm in front of people, I have to have, like, complete silence. I don't know if you're the same way or not, but
I always studied with people. I was a social butterfly in the library. I got nothing done.
Well, yeah, I was too, but I didn't. Whenever I had to get serious, I had to leave the library.
Yeah, had to lock yourself in your basement, put a chain on the door.
Yeah, and then, put my phone in a closet somewhere and lock it away.
Knock out the women chained up down there.
Yeah, exactly. I told you guys to stop screaming, my gosh.
Can't you see I'm trying to study?
I'm trying to focus.
I'll feed you when I feed you.
So anyway, the thing is that she always, and I remember what really, and I was getting really tired of it anyway. I mean, it wasn't working out. She had other problems as well. I'm not going to get into it. It's her life. But it just became too much. I mean, I was stressed out all the time. It just wasn't, between school and her, I was just not happy at all. And so I remember I told her, she wanted me to talk, and I'm like, well, this is perfect, because either she's about to break up with me, or I'm going to do it. And I remember I went to her apartment.
I think I hyped you up, because we talked about it before.
Yeah,
right?
that sure is right, because we were talking right before it, and then you had said, okay, well, let's I forget what you told me. You were like, okay, just do it and get it done or something, and I drove straight there. And
yeah, well, because you had been talking about it for a little bit, just how you weren't happy, and you didn't think it was going to work out because she was so demanding and all the other stuff. And I was like, look, man, if you're seriously considering just ending it, then you need to just do it, because the longer you wait, the worse it's going to get. And if you're going to end it anyways, you might as well just do it now,
Yeah, that is words of wisdom, everyone.
End it immediately the second you think about it.
Yeah, but well, if you're like going back and forth about it, and if you try to talk it out with the person and they're like not receptive, you just need to go ahead and end it, because if they're not going to try to fix whatever's been bothering you real bad, unless it's something really stupid like leaving your socks out, that's just kind of that's just stupid if you're going to break up someone over that. But I mean, if it's like a legitimate thing, like they're an alcoholic and refuse to stop, I mean that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's not your responsibility. I think it was all the I think it was really, what was the initial problem? Was it just her taking up so much of your time and like not letting you, not understanding that you need time to study and it's not personal?
Yeah, yeah, because I remember she would get so mad when I would have to go home to study, and I remember she would be so passive aggressive about it, and I'm just like, well, I mean, I cannot sit and study this stuff whenever you're, typing away your keyboard or watching TV. I mean, that's just impossible for me.
Yeah, I guess it didn't help y'all were in the same major.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, she's not a bad person. I mean, she's not a bad person, but it just our personalities didn't mix well, and I think we just needed to be honest about it.
Didn't pass the vibe check. That's what happened with me.
Yeah. So, but luckily she didn't kidnap me like what happened with you.
Yeah, tried to take you on you didn't make CNN's live road rage cam.
Yeah, we weren't on live PD.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. But so I get in there, and she's sitting on her couch, and I remember like I said, okay, well, so what do you want to talk about? Because again, I needed to study. And I remember she was like, well, I've been talking to some of my friends, and I feel like that we need to start hanging out more, or I'm going to just end it with you. And I was like, well, all right, well, I guess we better just go ahead and end the thing, because I can't really do this anymore.
I thought she said you need to either choose school or me.
No, she didn't say that, no. She just said that you either need to hang out with me more and come, like, study here more, or we're done.
Which is crazy, because y'all hung out a lot.
Yeah.
Like, at least 3 or 4 times a week. Like, outside of the classes y'all had together.
Yeah, so it was very odd, so...
So you said, well, this is an easy choice.
Yeah, and so I was like, well, it better be done. And then, like, she started crying, I started crying. I can't really remember what we said after that, to be honest. That whole part's completely a blur, but...
I can't remember what you said, but I know you said something like alpha as fuck. I don't know what it was, but you were basically like, nah, ho, I am not gonna give up my education for you. You ain't worth it.
I can't remember. Like I said, I really can't remember anything I'd said at that, but I remember it was eloquent at least, so. But what was bad though was after it, she was so bitter. I mean, she would make it her point to, like, inject herself into whatever conversation I was having with someone.
Yeah, because y'all had the same group.
Yeah.
Same classes, same group
we
of
sure
people.
did, yeah.
Yeah, because wouldn't you be talking to people in the hall and she would just, like, jump into the conversation and just make it awkward? Like, she'd start talking, asking you questions about your life or something?
Yeah, no, the funniest thing that ever happened was I got this new haircut. I mean, it was great. I mean, I was getting compliments from, like, every person at the school. I mean, I was, to this day, I haven't gotten so many compliments about my new hairstyle. I mean, people were saying left and right how great I looked and all that. I can't even remember what the style was.
It was the first time people didn't scream when you walked in a room.
Yeah, I know. Like, 100%. So, and I'll never forget, I think... my Nepalese friend, you know who I'm talking about, she had told me we were outside the camp. We were outside on the sidewalk, outside of one of our classes, and I'll never forget. Like she was saying how, because like I said, we were walking and people were still saying like how, because I knew a lot of people, by the way, everyone, if that's what I knew a lot of people on campus, and so people would walk up. I was so
in the accounting department.
And people were still walking up to me saying like how they liked my haircut and I should keep it. And I was telling my Nepalese friend, I said, "Man, I can't believe everyone loves this hairstyle so much." And she had said, "Yeah, it really does look good on you. I mean, it truly does look good on you." And then, I mean, out of nowhere, guys, my ex comes up
He just appeared. A
Yeah.
wild ex appears.
Yeah, like 100%. And she starts talking to my friend, and it's something really basic, like, do you know when our next test is? I mean, it's something I know she just wanted to interject herself into the conversation. And after she answered that, she turns to me and she's like, oh, and also, I hate your haircut. It makes you look like a douchebag. And then she just walks away.
She said that?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember that. I remember she said something. What? That didn't happen in class? I thought she did something in class where, like, everybody heard.
No, that wasn't her.
Oh.
Yeah, but I just remember that being really, really funny. I just like... And the thing is, what was really funny was right after that, the next night, or that night, she had texted me, like, with a long apology saying that, yeah, my haircut does look really good on me, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just please stop.
Yeah, she thought you were trying to get a taste of that Asian cuisine.
Yeah. So anyway, it's okay now, though. I mean, actually, whenever I worked at that really, really awful accounting firm, I actually ended up working with her, and she was really nice. But by then, she had gotten into a new relationship and was married and all that jazz. And she, like I said, it was all fine after that. It's not like she was, she didn't hold any grudges. So I just feel like all that happened right after we'd broken up. So I don't really hold it against her. I mean.
Yeah, everyone... She didn't expect you to choose your school over her.
Yeah. My sanity.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it is fine. I mean, it worked out, and we had made amends, so...
Man, you need to do a story time on that accounting firm. That was terrible. Talk about Hell's Kitchen. It's Hell's Spreadsheet.
Oh, man. I never thought about that. I really should. That was the worst experience I've ever had in my life. Oh.
That'll be the next one. The accounting horror stories. There's a reason all accountants are depressed and
hate their lives, like 100%.
They age 40 years. They'll be, 25 with gray hair and wrinkles.
I really should do like a story of just my time as an accountant, because it's been absolute ass.
Next time.
Yeah, you're right, but yeah, that's kind of about it for our little exes story. I guess let us know down below about your guys' crazy ex stories.
Yeah, I want to know if anybody else was kidnapped in a car. Yeah, I want to see other people's story, though. Let us know what you got.
Yeah, let us know down below, guys. And remember to like and subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button.
Demolish
Absolutely
it, everyone.
Break it. I want YouTube to write to us and say, y'all need to chill.
Yeah, we're getting so many likes, it's destroying our systems.
Your subscribe button is broken.
But anyway, though, guys, thanks again for watching. I'm Blackjack.
And it's your boy, Professor Salt.
And this has been Life's Casino. And you didn't say anything, Salt.
Ching, ching, ching. Coins.
Jackpot.
Yeah. High roller.